Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage. One last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 4 seed in this playoff, the San Diego State Aztecs, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the Sam Houston Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for the semifinal collision. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. First down here for this offense. Gives it to the back. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run in the previous play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass here on second down. Throws it to the right, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Tackled at the 44, good enough for a first down.
Oh, the defense, they get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
The gain is 2 yards, so it's second and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Foster. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
But it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
And the Bearcats looking to keep this drive rolling. He'll hand it off. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice second and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy's off to a great start in this big playoff game.
Oh, and he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. It'll bring up second down.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. Now this is the 8th play on this drive. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Receiver makes the grab, And they'll get him down that time. The Bearcats come to the line in a hurry-up. Makes the catch. Tackled after the completion. Offense will now set up inside the 5.
I love it. Keep the kicker on the sideline. This offense knows when you're in the red zone, you got to come away with 6. Great play to keep this drive moving.
And the Bearcats looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats. You come out in the playoff game for no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. They're going to run it. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
The sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. 1st down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive.
Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And a big gain down near the 29. They're threatening.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back. Instead of just being a check down or a possibility involved in the screen game, this guy's actual wide receiver lined up in the backfield. That time you could see the versatility of what he brings to the table. He can come up with a big play.
Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Back-to-back big play. His defense is reeling. Set up 1st and goal now. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
He's got it right near the end zone. He will score. Touchdown, Aztecs.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jennings. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And here comes the Bearcats offense back out onto the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Short pass finds the tight end. Tackle made at the 24 as they begin to put a drive together.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Off the RPO, caught to the right. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
This is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Looking for his back. The throw complete to the running back underneath. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down. The Bearcats looking to use the up-tempo offense here. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down. They've got him, and they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Quarterback will throw it off the one-pass option.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Oh, he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Sam Houston. Just ran away from the defense. And they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the San Diego State offense back out there. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
You know, toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, the play's going to blow up.
Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a 1st down.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
And off in a single back formation. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire 1st half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into it.
And the sophomore making an impact play.
It's the free safety who's sneaking up in there, comes up with a nice sack in the backfield.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He's moving out of the pocket. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, that's their 2nd sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He's looking to scramble. The scramble doesn't get there, and it's going to bring up fourth down.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure he can imagine hearing his coach saying it's third down, do not take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't quite get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yards.
The returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Sam Houston's offense back out there now. Passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do this.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Running out of time in the pocket. Quarterback looking to scramble.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Bringing pressure. And that pass rush has trapped him into sack.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
Catch is made down the middle. Tackle is made, but it's a big gain. They'll move the ball to the 25-yard line.
Nice find there by the quarterback on third down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on third down. Being a good third down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
The Bearcats are going to cash in this red zone trip. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Yeah, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Offense now operating in the red zone, facing a third and short from the 20. Tries the right with a quick throw. And it's incomplete again. Fourth down coming up.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. And they add to their lead. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Return begins inside the 10. And the returner is brought down. San Diego State offense on the field now. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Single back, takes the handoff. Moves the ball to the 25, good enough for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. He went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Breaking free at the 35. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down. And the Aztecs lining up here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Looking to throw it again. Receiver makes the catch. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. That completion sets up a 3rd down play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but
it's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. They didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
Here comes the Sam Houston offense on the field. They love to produce some points and build this lead, but also work on the clock here. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Touchdown, Bearcats. Made the defense look slow that time.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball and the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Steps out of bounds at the 19. That's where they'll start the drive. The Aztecs offense back on the field now. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that 1st down yardage.
That's a big 1st down for this offense, and it's not been a great day so far, but maybe this play can get them going. And keep this in mind, Chris, because they started the game with the possession, they will not get to start the 2nd half on offense, so they need points right here.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looking for the wide out. Oh, almost intercepted again. Had a chance for his 2nd pick. Couldn't quite hold on. It's going to be 2nd down. 2nd down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. And he's back to throw again on 2nd down. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down. See if they can punch it in. It's 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Suddenly, off the interception, it's 1st and goal for this offense. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. After a disastrous 1st down play, they're backed up on 2nd and goal. And he'll set up to throw. He's running out of time here. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. He's escaping the pocket now. Makes the grab, a chance to score.
Chris, the defense catches a break here. I thought they were going to pick up the first down. They're going to be short of it, but I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it.
4th and goal from the 2. Can this defense come up with a huge stop? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Chris, that's his 2nd touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in it.
The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the San Diego State offense back out there. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? Gets rid of it on the move. Grab down the middle. It's Johnson. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. The Aztecs will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. First down. Looking to throw the football. The pass is intercepted. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
This time it's complete. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Bearcats will kick this away to begin the second half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He goes out of bounds at the 31 after a decent return. The San Diego State offense on the field now. No surprise they're in a hole here. They've given the football away in each of the last 2 possessions. Caught over the middle. It's Maryland. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. They'll run it here. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. And the Aztecs line up on 1st and 10 now. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Extending the play now. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Second down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. He's moving out of the pocket now. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there.
Well, this defense has this quarterback rattled. An interception the last series, he almost threw another one.
Third down, the offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, San Diego State.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Pass not complete.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that two-point conversion.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Return starts from inside the 5. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Bearcats offense back out there now. Handoff here from the shotgun. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid game.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. The Aztecs offense back on the field now. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Pressure is coming. He's going to pull it down and run. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Here's the target, and it's complete. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Quick completion to the tight end. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Second down after that previous play. Defense not pressing this time. Looking to pass here on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Maryland. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure. It's allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Important second down play coming up. quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, there's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of the quarterback trying to throw a football. And on this play, they end up flushing him out to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football. That's what led to this incompletion.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw, looking to scramble. Throws to the tight end. He's picked for a third time tonight. Short return tackle at the 21, but that's a huge takeaway for this defense.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And here comes the Bearcats offense back out onto the field. Trying to build on the lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Using his legs, it's McKinney. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first half.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And the runner takes off to his right. They tackle him, but the game moves the ball to 36.
Now you're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job of eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Trying to extend the play. Using his legs on the scramble. Defense able to stop it. It's fourth down now. So they're short on fourth down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. He was successful with his last kick. This one, though, from 46 yards away. And that is no good. So a 17-point lead after that miss.
That's missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football, and now it's second down. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And here comes a deep shot. Oh, and almost intercepted again. A chance for a 4th pick. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking...
Airing this one out toward the sideline. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete. A 4th down stop.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
And the Bearcats are looking to keep this drive going. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Sam Houston. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
Automatic in the PAT. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. When he's got some space here. Goes out of bounds at the 32. That's a decent return. Here comes the San Diego State offense back out there. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. Caught over the middle. It's Brooks. They make the stop, but a big gain puts them in enemy territory. All spotted at the 48.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, Chris. These guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. And they'll use the ground game here. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. How aggressive will they be on this first down play?
Let's go.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Oh, look at the quick cut. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whatever we feel like doing.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Now it's 3rd and short in the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship. That says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Herb Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.